Hello everybody, this is Cwalk coming at you from vVv Gaming. I've got some Mesmer 5v5 tournament action on the stress test for August 15th. First of all, I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about this build that we got going on over here. I start off with 10 points in domination. This is going to give me an extra 15% damage for all my illusions. Next off, I'm going to go into dueling, 30 points for fury on my phantasms, a clone creation on dodge, and bleeding on crits for my phantasms. I'm also going to get confusion on my illusions when they die, and desperate decoy for an auto escape. Next, I'm going to put 25 points in inspiration for retaliation, 20% health, and another 15% damage for my phantasms. I also get some extra run speed with it. And the last 5 points I'm going to put into illusions for an extra 10% reduced cooldown on illusion skills. The gear setup that I'm using consists of a greatsword with a sword pistol on swap. This weapon setup gives me good utility, good melee and range damage, and I also get 2 hard-hitting phantasms. I use a Knight's Amulet with a Knight's Gem and a Divinity Rune set. This gives me 50% crit with 27k health, and it is very solid all-around setup. For my sigils, I use 2 sigils of Superior Battle and 1 sigil of Superior Earth. This setup is good because I swap weapons constantly to keep out my phantasms. For my abilities, I use Ether Feast, Phantasmal Defender, Blink, Decoy, and Mass Invisibility. I try to use Mass Invisibility for rezzing and stomping. It's also a good escape mechanic with some dodge clones. My strategy for this map is to run a 4-1 split, sending 4 teammates to hit mid hard while I solo the node closest to our base. The amazing survivability of this build will enable me to take on multiple enemies while defending a node and waiting for my teammate. We designated a 100 Blades warrior for this due to his massive damage and mobility. I also do good damage and have good CC and support that really does a great job of complementing the warrior's kamikaze-like tactics. In this video, he was having a little bit of trouble getting over here to help me out, so you're going to see a lot of the time we have a guardian over helping me out instead. This setup works amazing for this map. You can see me on the top of the cliff tossing out phantasms. If you look carefully, you can see that I'm casting them while being out of ranged and LOS some of the times, but they're still going off. I really like this change that they did. Another thing that you're going to notice is that I do not use shatters much at all with this build. I have no traits buffing them, and I have lots of traits buffing my phantasms, so it's pretty obvious why I'm not going to use them that much. I also try not to create clones that often either. I don't want them taking the place of my phantasms because that's going to cut out on my damage, but I kind of have to pop them out for survivability purposes at certain times, as you're going to see in this video when I start getting focused, is when the clones start to come out. In Kylo, this build is a good choice for trebuchet duty due to its solid solo capabilities. The mobility of this build is nothing amazing, so I try not to roam if I can. Because of this, in Forced Niffle, I usually just try and stay in the keep. You can see right here in the video, I go down, but, you know, hey, you can't win them all. So I just go, start to res, come back over, and finish the fight with my buddy here. He's a guardian, so he can stay alive a really long time. So I've been playing pretty much every class in this game. I've done every stress test, I've done every beta weekend event, I've tried to play a lot of things, and this is by far one of my favorite setups right now. I think Mesmers are a little bit crazy though. They're probably going to get toned down a little bit here pretty soon. It's going to be a sad day when it happens, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. They just seem a little strong, a little cheap with the invises and the clones, and just being able to hit them with these hard-hitting phantasms from so far away. You can see, just hit that guy for 2k on a warrior, put a cripple on him, and he's going to keep hitting him every few seconds until he kills him. which is just what's great about this build. I can run up there, I can pop out all 3 of my phantasms, I can run away, they're going to keep beating on him, then I can go back, defend my node. I'm going up against the Necro here, and like a complete idiot, I'm standing right on him when he does his plague form. I think I do it twice in this video. I must have just been high or something. I don't know why I did that. And then I'm trying to hit him with like CC, which is stupid. But I still managed to beat him, even kind of playing a little bit sloppier than I should be. You can see the Phantasm right there, hitting him for 3k. He just can't even really do anything to me. I get my health up faster than he can take it down. If he starts doing anything, I can start popping out invises and escapes, and my phantasms, they just keep beating on him and beating on him and beating on him. And then I'm going to go over here. He's going to fear me on the stomp and head back over and finish him off with the second stomp. This you can just kind of tell in this video, the big strength of it is the solo capability. It is the ability to survive. Some people are going to be a little bit harder to go against. People that can kill your phantasms really fast are actually kind of tough when they use that strategy, because it just neuters you, makes it to where you're not really doing a whole hell of a lot. Then you start popping your defensive cooldowns, and when they're all done, you're kind of just sitting there. You can see here I'm going back up on the cliff to do a little bit of sniping with the great sword, throwing out a few more phantasms at the guys over here all the time, always constantly looking back at my node to make sure that nobody is going over there to take it from me. So as far as options go in this build, one of the things that you can swap out is Blink. It's going to hurt not having it if some 100 Blades Warrior comes by and starts ripping you up, but there's some good things to get. One of my favorite ones is Illusion of Life. We had a game where there's a 3 vs 3 battle. 2 of my guys died right at my feet. I rezzed them both up. They killed a guy, they rallied, and we won the fight. Veil, it's another good escape. Good invis to have. Arcane Thievery is great for solo. Null Field is good if you need some more condition removal. Some other options you could do with this build is to go with a Berserker's Amulet instead of a Knight Amulet. Give you a little bit more offense. Wouldn't hurt you too bad because this build still has really good survivability. Also, Sigil of Superior Earth, that might be something that you could get rid of for 5% crit or 5% extra damage. Really hard to say at this point with no meters or anything to test out which one is going to give you more damage. In this very last melee here, we're going to really see the potential of this build. I'm going against this Guardian right now. Doing pretty good against him. I use the Illusionary Leap to get inside of his bubble and start getting in there, meleeing him, popping out the clones, and as you can see, a Necro comes in here. It's 2 vs 1, but he's kind of half health, so it's more like 1 vs 1.5. Still taking them both on. I'm going here, taking on the Necro right now, getting on my Phantasmal Defender, and he's starting to hit me with a couple CCs right now. You can see I pop out the stun on him, get out my Phantasm, and like an idiot again, I'm going to sit there inside of a swarm, so you can see how it would even be better if I didn't do that. And I'm just going to sit back. I got the great sword, hit him with a knockback, which is smart because he has stability when he's in swarm. Being an idiot again. I don't know why I did this, but I did. So gonna try and get some heal up. He keeps getting interrupts on me. Pop out the decoy there. Get my Phantasmal Defender out. Now I'm taking reduced damage. Got my heal off. You know, it's gonna do more the more clones that are out, which is good heal to go with for this build. Gonna do a boon rip right there with the Mind Stab on the sword, and then go in, finish him off, do a little 2v1 at the end of the match. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching my video. Please check us out at vvv-gaming.com. We are recruiting for Guild Wars 2. Be sure to jump on our forums. We have a lot of great guides and videos waiting for you. Until next time, this is Cwalk. Vision, Valor, Victory.